What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Trustless Treasure Show, where we talk about all things Bitcoin, NFT, crypto, blockchain, anything in general. But today, unfortunately, we're going to be talking to you about an unfortunate story for a lot of folks, myself included, who have been impacted by the Voyager debacle. That's kind of what I'm going to call this. So first, I'm going to take you along the journey of how we've kind of been learning about this. So if you're not familiar or haven't invested in Voyager, Voyager is I'm going to read this from their Twitter, an award-winning mobile app with 100 cryptocurrencies, USD coin-powered debit MasterCard, making crypto for all simple and rewarding. I think I would say that differently. Voyager is a mobile crypto exchange, and the reason it brought a lot of folks to it is it had very high rewards for holding specific coins on their platform. So, for example, I think the Ape coin was at 8% APY. In terms of rewards that you would get, but it gave rewards on just about anything. USD was 9% for any USD held in the app. They did rewards on Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. So it was very attractive and brought a lot of people into the Voyager exchange. So unfortunately, with all the craziness going on in the crypto space right now, Voyager is the latest victim, unfortunately. So customers got an email like this on July 1st. I'm going to kind of just skim through here. Today, Voyager made the difficult decision, but necessary, to temporarily suspend trading deposits, withdrawals, and loyalty rewards effective 2 p.m. on 7/1. So basically, they've made this app inactive. You can still go on the app and look at things, but for all intents, you can't pull your money out, you can't put any money in, and you can't make any additional trades in the Voyager exchange, which essentially renders it useless to the folks who have crypto in there, like myself. When will I be able to access this platform? We understand, we don't know, yada yada, the app's still working, whatever. I have Voyager debit card. I don't care about that. What's happening at Three O's Capital? So basically, there was another exchange. Apparently, I didn't pull this up. But basically, the reason they did this is they have a loan out to Three Arrows Capital, otherwise known as 3AC, for roughly $650 million. And 3AC actually has defaulted on this loan. So basically, if you're not familiar with how exchanges work, it's just like how a lot of banks work. You put your money into them, the exchange then lends that money out and generates a return on that. And in this case, they shared a portion of that return that they made in the form of rewards to you for holding on their platform, but then also a piece of that comes to them as profit for operating this business. So nothing really new here, nothing wrong with that scenario. However, the piece that is wrong is they loaned way too much money to one person who wasn't sufficiently able to service that debt and has now defaulted on that. So they're saying in the email that the reason they're withholding this is they are pursuing legal action against 3AC, pursuing active recovery from 3AC through a court-ordered liquidation process in the British Virgin Islands, and intends to pursue all other available remedies as well. So unfortunately, guys, this wasn't the worst of it. So they did kind of drip this on us, which is very typical in this space, and actually just business in management in general. They kind of dripped this on us. Hey, it's not looking good. We are going to freeze the app as far as we know it. And then unfortunately, it was followed by this email a couple days later. Earlier today, we began a restructuring process aimed at strengthening Voyager digital financial position. To accomplish this goal, the company and its main operating subsidiaries voluntarily filed for Chapter 11 protection. So if you'll notice here, they're trying to be very cautious on how they're wording this, but they essentially filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. They're calling it a restructure because Chapter 11 bankruptcy is slightly better than a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, where you just kind of start from scratch and you just kind of give up on your debt. Chapter 11 actually does intend to file a restructuring program so that this company, or so that you can actually repay all this debt back. So that is the kind of difference between Chapter 7 and 11. But essentially, they filed for bankruptcy. All right, given the confidence you place in Voyager and join the platform, we know this may be disconcerting news to that end. We want you to know we made this decision specifically to maximize the value of the assets. All right, so basically, here, let's continue. This does not mean Voyager is going out of business. I think folks would tend to disagree there. The restructuring process is intended to help companies stay in business. If they're able to, if they can come up with a plan, which is exactly what we intend to do, being able to continue restructuring Voyager is created with the idea for investors to deserve the platform. The proposed plan of reorganization would, emphasis on plan because they don't really have a say here, would upon implementation resume account access and return value to customers under this plan, which is subject to change according to ongoing discussions with other parties and does require court approval. Let's see. Customers with crypto in their accounts will receive, in exchange for a combination of their crypto proceeds from the AC recovery, if there is any, common shares of the newly organized company, and Voyager tokens, which are essentially worthless. The plan contemplates an opportunity for customers to elect a proportion. All right, so let's just read this last piece here. Customers with USD deposits in their account will receive access to those funds after prevention with Metropolitan Bank, the company. So they did have an FDIC partnership with Metropolitan Commercial Bank for USD held in their account, just like you would with any bank up to $250,000. How you go about going and getting that, it's yet to be determined and will likely be a lengthy process. But guys, just don't want to give you a whole lot of hope here while they're staying positive and trying to tell you the best possible outcome is that you get these funds back. But it's very likely in Chapter 11 that if they are able to recover these funds, and they go to distribute those, usually the people with money in their accounts are the last to get that. Typically, these are going to go, the money's firstly going to go to any debts that Voyager has, any contracts they have in place. It's going to go to these very formal processes before it trickles down to the end consumer. So I know that's not the news you guys want to hear, but unfortunately, this does not look good for Voyager and its customers. So I do still have a good chunk of crypto in there, unfortunately, but I did try to get most of it out. However, in the last couple weeks, they did implement a 10K max withdrawal per day that did limit me getting some of these funds out, and some of them I would actually have to liquidate to get out as they're not available in a direct transfer program. So unfortunately, guys, I'm right here with you. I'm at a loss here, but I just wanted to share this news and walk you guys through it so hopefully you're not just reading the silver lining and thinking you're going to get everything back as soon as this turns on. So, hey, listen, I'm with you. I hope that's the case, but want to prepare you for the worst. And if the best case scenario arises, hey, we'll all be in a much better case. So, but also another reason why I wanted to share this with you guys, if you do have any crypto in any other exchanges, I would highly advise you to get that out of an exchange and at very minimum get that into a hot web wallet, either a Trust wallet or a MetaMask wallet, but to get that out of exchanges so that they don't have control over your assets. Now, while those hot wallets aren't as secure as a cold storage or a ledger, something of that fashion, they at least put the control in your hand so that you can make the decisions you want. But obviously, as always, cold storage is the safest way to protect your digital assets, and I do that with the Ledger Live. If you want to see a video about how to do that, I'm happy to shoot one. There are a lot of great videos out there. So drop a comment and let me know your thoughts. If you think I totally missed the boat here and you think we are getting all this money back, would love to hear your thoughts. So drop them in the comments below. Also, let me know if there's anything else you guys want me to cover. I will try to keep you posted on how this all shakes out, and as we learn more about what this Chapter 11 process is going to look like, what if there's anything to go after 3AC Capital for, we'll keep you guys posted there. We'll try to do some research, but a lot of these money is tied up in lots of different assets in multiple countries, so it makes it much more difficult to try to research and keep you guys posted. But with that, guys, I hope you guys got something of value out of this or learned something to help you better prepare for what's more to come, as this won't be the last exchange we see fall this year. So with that, guys, if you did get anything out of this, as always, a like or subscribe would be greatly appreciated. But with that, we'll go ahead and wrap. Thanks for watching the Trustless Treasure Show, and we'll see you next time.